beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? Let's talk about the timestamp and gap code. What we're looking at right here is POTUS Trump's tweets for the month of April. If you've seen the last couple months, this is the third month that I've done this. What I do is I take the minutes past the hour. The hour itself is not important. Time zones aren't important. It's the gap in between. So I was noticing a pattern. So I wrote down every single minute past the hour and put it on a clock. What this is 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So if we got 12 o'clock, we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And then each one of these rays in the sunshine is each minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There was 365 tweets, I believe. Once again, there's mistakes, and we can't use each one of these numbers as perfection and facts and stuff, but this, oh boy, watch this happen again. So I thought that was kind of funny. 362, because there was 3 deletes, possibly many more, but 365 for the year, or 360 for a circle. Let's move on. When every single minute again this month has a tweet on it. There isn't a single minute that does not have a tweet. There are 3 minutes out of the 60 that have 1 tweet. There is 3 minutes out of the 60 that have 2 tweets in them. There's 2 minutes that have 12 tweets. And all the rest, the other 80%, 85, let me just, percent, all is within the balance. And as you can see, here it is. The tweets that have 5 was 35%. So, I mean, it's just so balanced is what I'm just trying to show, how amazingly balanced this all is. Oh gosh, just like the last 2 months, it's just it's incredible. I get excited. Sorry, let's continue on. So now within each 5 minutes, what I did is I counted down, like last 2 times, how many tweets was in that 5-minute period, and it was fairly balanced. Ironically, the most was 36, and the least in a 5-minute period was 15, and they're right next to each other. Somehow or another, I felt that balanced. I don't know why, but the rest are all right within that 20, within the 20. But then you don't really see the pattern there. But when you break it back down, and then you add the 15 minutes, the 15 minutes, and the 15 minutes, oh my gosh, do you guys remember the numbers last time? There was the 44s and the 88s. Well, we've got the 88s and the 72s again. I forgot about the 72. 58 was the weird one, but then last time the weird one was 50. So we got 95. It's hard to show. I've got the clock map on this side, but it's not easy for me just to flip it around right now. When you break it on down even more, down to, let's just do the hemispheres, the half and half, we've got 160 tweets on the top and 153 on the bottom. Once again, my numbers could be off a little bit, so the balance could even be closer than what it's showing here. But it's just absolutely phenomenal. So let's go into, I mean, I could talk about this for another, oh my gosh, a lot longer, but I'm already, gosh, at 4 minutes. So let's go, and I want to show you and go to what's happening here. The very last tweet, or on the minute clock, didn't have a tweet come in all month. The very last day of the month, tweet on the minute of 56 minutes past the hour, a tweet came in to finally give us on the last day to finish off the clock. It was, I was waiting for it. I didn't know if it was going to come. It was, when it did come, it's like, I noticed that the last time a minute of 56 minutes that came past an hour was 45 days prior. Got all my notes right here. We've gone through all this stuff. Those are the 2 months of each one. So I was like, wow, 45 days. That was a long, long time ago. I made a tweet about it. I was even so excited about it. Okay, well, what happened, as you can see, I do the timestamps. Every day I write down. When you write it down and you've got your notebooks, then you start seeing the patterns. I think that has a lot to do with archive things offline. There's a lot of meanings on everything. There's multiple meanings. But one of them, I believe, is if when you archive this stuff offline, you see the patterns. Back to the minute of 56. 45 days prior. Then we get to 56 on the last day of April of 30th to give us and finish off the clock. May 1st, I'm on my second notebook now on that timestamps. On May 1st, we get 56 past the hour is the first tweet of the month, of the day of the month. We waited 45 days for the 56 to get it, and then the very next day was a 56, okay? But now, on May 2nd, I'm glad I didn't do this video. I thought I was procrastinating. God is amazing. I shouldn't maybe even wait till longer, but we'll add on. On May 2nd, which is today, is that correct? Another 56 comes in. Now, what's happening is because comms are happening and things are always watched. You guys all hate this word, 24/7, 365, because we are. And if there's comms happening, then we get the lessons and show each other, right? And how it's happening. So these are the markers that were happening. I was using now the 56 as the marker. I know I'm being confusing and it's a lot going on. I apologize. But, from in between the gap on the tweets. And so what happens is then it starts showing that those gaps, if you guys know my charts on the 5, 15, 10, gosh, I'm all over the board, I apologize, but if you know, it's more documentation more than lessons too. But you go to the last one and you go to the tweet, you've got the time stamp of 11:55, you go to Q drop 11:55, and it's validating drops via Twitter per planned timing. Okay, now we use the same thing, the 56 minute pass to give us these gaps, and these are the today. We go to my Twitter page, beautiful day, Patriots United, thousands of examples now. But it gives us, the first one was 1718, which is General Flintz's amount of tweets he has on his Twitter page. He's done 1,718 tweets. He just deleted a tweet last week to give us that number. I did a tweet on it a week ago and I noticed it. We're doing some comms here if you understand what's happening. But it comes up to the Q drop of 1713. Direct comms come in many different forms. Well, we go to the next tweet that POTUS Trump does, gives us the gap of 1713 to start us off. The direct comms come in many different forms and fashions. I'm almost done with this. I apologize that I just can't fit all this in just one, and it just seems like it's all over here. The point is, it's so mathematically timed. If you can learn and understand the timestamp and gap code, you don't have to go anywhere else. POTUS Trump tweet to the Q drops. Everything's happening in between. All the comms is happening in between. You only have to go to Google to look up maybe some of his trick words that he drops and stuff like that. But nowhere does it ever say to go anywhere else but Q drops and Twitter. POTUS Trump Twitter. The militaries help us with this stuff, for clues and stuff like this, but all the comms are there. No outside comms, but there's comms inside there. God bless you all.